Welcome to a new episode of the cut content of Counter-Strike. Today we are going to take a quick look at a little thing to brighten up your day, the flashlight. Nowadays, Counter-Strike maps are usually well lit and put great emphasis on visibility to facilitate fair and balanced competitive gameplay. But back in the early days of Counter-Strike and even well into the late years of Counter-Strike's Source's reign, the flashlight was a valuable asset. You see, back then, maps used to have pretty dark spots, and using the flashlight, something available to every player, was something the map creator could just expect players to do. Counter-Strike started of course as a Half-Life mod, so it retained many of its features, and the flashlight is a prominent companion in every Half-Life game. Okay, maybe not opposing force, but you got a night vision device there. Early Counter-Strike maps experimented a lot with features seen as exotic today, such as cutting the power to a building and forcing everyone to rely on flashlights. With the press of the F button, you got a pretty good searchlight. But as common wisdom says, a searchlight works both ways. Someone with a flashlight in the dark forest, they draw fire. And if your opponents have night vision goggles, well, you are screwed in Counter-Strike 1.6. So in coordination with the, back then, purchasable night vision device, shutting down power and forcing everyone but you to rely on flashlights was a viable tactic on maps like CS Mansion. By the way, one of the early episodes of the cut content of Counter-Strike does focus on the night vision device in Counter-Strike. Link in the upper right corner right now. Let me just say, they still work in CSGO till this very day, unlike the flashlights. Early versions of Counter-Strike up until Source allowed you to simply enable it. CSGO, on the other hand, never meant to give them to you so easily, and ever since the Arms deal update, in which the game gave us the glorious weapon inspection function, getting a flashlight in CSGO would require you to mod the game or use server plugins. Who needs F for flashlight when you have F for looking at your skin? This wouldn't be the ESCalation channel if we wouldn't mention Counter-Strike Condition Zero for some reason. The good folks over at Gearbox Software toyed around with the idea of introducing a flare. Most likely something throwable working like a grenade that lights up an area. Sort of an alternative to using a flashlight. But obviously, flares never made it into Counter-Strike Condition Zero or any other of the later versions. They are cut content just like the flashlight is nowadays. But what do you think? Would you like to get a flashlight back, even if it's just for special occasions like a co-op mission? Share your opinions in the comment section down below. As always, I am happy to personally respond. And if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Give it a like, consider subscribing for future content, and maybe even support us on Patreon, as our supporters there got to see this video well in advance. Our generous supporters are Lone Wolf, Zat Gladys, Wrapped in Glass, Cookie, Harrison Steffens, Plasma, Brass Jazz, Tome, Rainbow Flash, Grizzly Were, Strange Module, Tainsa, Cop Fighter, Inter, Charles Surratt, and Albany Knight. To every one of our supporters, a big thank you. You keep the lights on here. And to them and everyone else, thanks for watching. Hopefully, see you guys next time. Until then, have a nice day, and as always, goodbye and guten Tag.